In some respects, I like it when IY changes up the formula of their gameplay, and this episode is no different. Our next elusive target is the Deceivers, and for the first time, they are not from Hitman 2016. Okay, kind of. This dual target contract is a merging of two 2016 elusive targets that were then added into Hitman 2, the Congressman and the Guru, aka Anthony L. Trout and Richard J. McGee. Originally, they were positioned as the 2nd and 16th contracts for Hitman 2016. IY decided to essentially retcon the contracts into a separate entity instead, and subsequently the stories around them have changed. Again, kind of. Instead of being a veteran of Grenada and causing what may or may not have been deliberate friendly fire incidents during 1983, and was in Sapienza to make an upcoming political bid for 2024, which already doesn't exactly make Trout likable, he is instead in Sapienza to make sure any potential political opponents are killed off, almost literally by allowing McGee to pull a con on them. McGee, meanwhile, was merely a con man, duping people into his care and stealing trust money from people. Now he's actually a lot more involved with Trout. Basically, two already unlikable assholes are back to be even more unlikable. Oh boy, strap in. Now, as much as this retcons their backstories and motivations, the gameplay hasn't really changed all that much. Trout's routine around Villa Caruso is still fairly long, and it still has all the same opportunities to get him away from his entourage. He even specifically has a routine to poison himself while drinking wine, if you really want to speedrun things a bit. Meanwhile, McGee is in Salvatore's office going in and out to con a one Keith Keeble, as in the original, trying to get access to his trust fund. Yeah, the voice lines haven't been changed, even the briefing mentions that his business is surprisingly mundane compared to Trout's goal as a politician. His routine is also unchanged, and the only real play here is to kill him when Salvatore leaves his office. He doesn't eat food or anything, and explosions are just too risky, given how many people are on either side of his offices. So, okay, to cut IOI some slack here, I get why they chose these two out of the others in the pool of potential picks. Sapienza already has the second most elusive targets next to Paris, and really, it's not a bad change of story if I'm being honest, as much as I've made fun of it, and their routines are different and simple enough while not interfering with each other to be pretty enjoyable on their own. This contract really is not that bad. I just wish IY did more of these. This really did feel like an experiment to some extent within Hitman 2, and I think a successful one. I wouldn't be against an elusive target arcade contract where there are several other location targets in one place at the same time, and you're tasked in taking them out. Judging by this contract, and this contract specifically, I'd say this is one of the better elusive target contracts out there, a well-deserved placement of the orange excellent tier. The targets play well, and if anything, their merging adds more meat to their gameplay and doesn't really detract from it, and their retcon story is, well, a little contrived, still well told, and gives me some fair motivation. Seems okay and fair to me. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to tackle the YouTube algorithm nonsense, and I'll see you tomorrow for our next elusive target, the Warlord. We're back on track now. Bye bye.